Hi everyone. Thanks for joining me again on my gratitude journey or vlogs, uh, self-journal. Again, every time you watch these videos, it helps spread and support the positivity that I hope to have on everyone. The things that I'm grateful for today. The first thing that comes to mind is the resources that I have at my fingertips at the moment, things that I've never had before. Now, I currently don't have a stable source of income coming in, and it can cause a lot of stress, and it's scary sometimes because I don't really know if I could be short on bills on a month. Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet, but it is still something that I think about in the back of my mind. But the resources that I have at my fingertips are huge and things that once upon a time I didn't think I would ever have. Uh, these two things include my membership at my CrossFit gym and also the haircuts that I get. Now, friends who have known me for a long time know that I am very big on my hair. I like to have it styled in a certain way, and it is high maintenance. This haircut, this hairstyle that I've had, took many years for me to find something that actually worked with my hair texture, just because the nature of it is it's very erect in a way. It is hard to tame when it's a certain length. So when the sides get long, which doesn't take long for it to do that, it will stick out the side. And also the hair on the top, it has to be this length so it does lay down. Any shorter and my hair will just stick up and I can't do anything about it no matter how much product I put in. So that was something that once upon a time I felt like it would be nice to have consistent haircuts. And now I do, because I met my barber. It's actually a long story with how I met my barber, but the barber shop that my barber works at is the first place that I ever approached when I first moved to Vegas to do videos for. And through a long, um, 2 years, I finally met her, and we've had this working relationship where we have a bartering system, and it works out really well. I get consistent haircuts every week, and I provide monthly content to her. So that's something that has been really nice. I don't really think about the money that I have to spend anymore, and I'm able to trade something that I love doing for that service. And to me, that is huge. The second part of that gratitude is the bartering system that I have set up with the owner of the gym that I go to. This was the most expensive gym that I've ever been to. It's about $200 plus. So there's different tiers, but the mid tier is $200 a month. And to most people, that is a very expensive amount. That's even more expensive than certain luxury, I guess you would say, higher end gyms like Lifetime or Equinox. But it is not without reason. There is a lot of personal training, a lot of group training that goes into it that makes us progress a lot faster than if you were to just show up at some gym. And so the story behind this is that I was going to this gym for about 5 or 6 months, and then the coach would see that I would post some reels that I would make from my workouts, and he would comment that these are very professional looking reels. And at the time I was going through some career issues with my job, and I was going through a change, and we got into the talks of what if I made videos for the gym and how I would be compensated. At the time, I didn't have the confidence that I do have now, but I'm thankful that I didn't ask for compensation in terms of money, because that would have placed a lot of strain and pressure on the growth that I was about to experience. But long story short, I have found multiple clients that I work with or have worked with through the gym. I have been able to develop my style, upgrade my equipment, and feel as good as I've ever felt about my work because of this working relationship between the gym and the barber. And so the main lesson I think I can be grateful for from these experiences is that money isn't everything. A lot of times, money seems like at the moment it's more important, but really it's not, because the non-monetary gains that you could get from a situation far outweigh in the long run. Although there are times where you will have to work for money. But with my situation and the way that things worked out, it benefited me a lot more to barter and trade and work my way up to where I am now, and I don't regret it at all. And so I'm extremely thankful for this lesson, because when I was growing up with first generation immigrant mentality, money seemed like everything, and we were constantly struggling when I don't think that was the case. I think that there was a lot of money trauma, and we weren't doing the best, we weren't doing great, but I don't think the level of mental strain that we held ourselves to, or my parents had held me to, was justified for the situation that we were in. Again, we weren't doing great, but I think ultimately that fueled me to spiral into deeper money trauma and feeling a sense of complete hopelessness, which I have been working through and overcoming, and these experiences have helped me fight through that money trauma. And I'm very thankful for it. So those are the things that I'm grateful for today. And I hope that by listening to those things, to those stories, those journeys that I've gone through, came out on the other end better, can inspire you to have your own journeys as well. Thank you, guys.